Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, I'm going to share with you something that is rather thought-provoking, and I would like your input in this matter, okay? If you're a UFC fighter, you know easily what I'm talking about, but if you're not, I'll try to simplify it, but I'm very interested to know what do you think, okay? Now, you can Google search what I'm saying in case you're not aware. Just type UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC 298. Okay, when you type that, you will get, it's like a fighting card where actual fighters are fighting like boxing, but this is mixed martial arts where any kind of, you can try boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, different types, kickboxing, okay, whatever. So the main event features 2 fighters, okay? One guy, his name, if you see the screen, it's Alexander Volkanovski, okay, this guy. He is around 35 years old, okay, versus a challenger, Ilia Topuria, okay. In India, Topori means, I don't know, idiot or something. But anyway, he is, I think, from Spain, okay. Now, Alexander Volkanovski is the champion. He's 35 years old. He has been a very dominant champion. He has been winning all the while. Ilia Topuria is a young upcoming fighter who has been also defeating everyone on the path. And he defeated the, maybe, like, you know, they have ranking, no? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Huh? He defeated the 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th. And finally, now he has reached the number 2 position. So Alexander is number 1. Ilia is number 2. And obviously, they both have to fight each other to determine who is number 1. Okay? And they are fighting in the featherweight. Featherweight is a certain weight category. Okay? Now, here is where it becomes interesting. There is a short documentary made by UFC to promote this fight, where they show, you know, how Alexander is preparing for himself, and they show how Ilia is preparing himself. But now here is the part which I want you to pay attention to. Alexander, he has been the dominant champion. He has been defeating all the challenges all the while. The toughest challengers he has been defeating, and he has proved himself. However, he's a champion at his weight class. He tried to go at a higher weight class where people are slightly heavier, and he nearly won. There's one guy named Ilia Machedo or something, a Dagestani fighter. He tried to defeat him. He failed the first time, which was very close. But the second time when he tried to fight, he got destroyed. And, you know, there are a lot of factors because he was a last-minute replacement. He didn't get time. And, you know, to fight with someone, you have to prepare at least 3 months or 4 months, an active camp. So this guy, he had gone through a surgery. He had his baby that was born. So he was taking it easy. He didn't prepare anything. And at the last minute, the fighter who was supposed to fight that guy, Islam, he dropped out. So this guy was offered the fight. He said, yes, I will take it. So within a few days, he had a few days to prepare himself. Not enough time. He still took up the challenge and he got knocked out, which is pretty devastating for a fighter. And you know, in fighting business, here's one thing if you're not a fan. When you're a fighter, as time passes by, there is wear and tear on your body. So you're not able to do the same things like before. And as you become older, you become slower. Your reflexes become very slow. Your body doesn't recuperate as fast. And if you get hurt, it takes time to heal longer. And in the fighting business, the retirement age is, or the getting old age, or the age where people start to decline, is after 33 years. That is what research has proved, okay, from various sources. So this guy is 35. But now the challenger, he's 27 years old, and 27 is the peak where you'll achieve greatness. Now, here's the funny thing. Alexander wants to leave a legacy. This guy, Alexander, wants to leave a legacy that he is the greatest of all time, which every fighter, whether Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, whomsoever, they want to leave a legacy that I was the greatest fighter of all time, because that is their life. But the challengers who come, they're very hungry. They want to defeat you and say that I'm the new champion. Just like this guy, when he was not the champion, he defeated the champion to show I'm the new guy. Now, a young, hungry Ilia Topuria wants to prove I'm the new generation. So if you see the videos, no, I'll put the link below. If you see that UFC documentary, this young guy is so confident, so incredibly confident, to the point it sounds like he's cocky. He's actually making a documentary, a movie of how he achieved the championship, even though he has not achieved, right? He has to defeat him, which is going to happen another 5 more days on Feb 17th. He's already shooting a documentary with the title, How Did I Become a Champion? He has changed his Instagram handle to He's Already the Champion. He has informed his management team, he has informed sponsors that he's already a champion. And you might think, oh, he's too cocky. He's not the first one to do this. There are many people who have done this. However, there is a 50% chance you can succeed and 50% chance you will fail. Half. Now, if he succeeds, then it becomes a dream come true. It becomes like, you must have heard this. People say, if you visualize, if you believe, if you repeat, if you live, breathe, and act as if you actually won it, you'll win it. Fake it till you make it. That's the theory. But on the other hand, what I've noticed is, just like him, there are so many others who had fought Volkanovski. So many others. There are, I'll give you some of their names who fought him. Yair Rodriguez, another young man who believed that he was destined to defeat him. He got knocked out. Max Holloway, who was the dominant champion who was before him, he tried 3 times and he failed. Then Jung Chang Sung, another young guy who believed that it was his destiny, he lost. Brian Ortega, another fighter, he believed that he was destined to win, he lost. Whomsoever believed, visualized, who thought it was their destiny, they lost. So now the question comes, this guy now, he believes it is his destiny. Now, will he win or will he lose is to be seen. Now, why am I bringing this up? Number one is, if you don't believe, you cannot achieve. But that does not mean if you believe, you will achieve. You get what I'm saying? That's one. Number two is, you need to live, breathe, act, eat, sleep like a winner, like a champion. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed. And he's doing exactly that. And it's not only him who believes. He has his girlfriend who's very young and beautiful. He's not married. He doesn't have children. Volkanovski, this Alexander, he has children. So he's single. So he talks like a young man, a man who's single. And I can relate to him because I was once upon a time single. I thought no end of myself. I thought I could achieve the impossible. And he's exactly that. He has a sports car. He has a hot babe. He is happening and he is talking all big stuff. Same like how I did. But Volkanovski, Alexander, he has 3 children, plus 1 more is on the way, plus his wife is there. He has responsibilities. So he's not that flashy. So you'll see 2 contrasting personalities, 2 contrasting lifestyles. The funny thing is, you would either be this young, ambitious guy, Ilia Topuria, or you'd be someone who has already achieved and you're trying to maintain that, that position of power or that victory. And just like Ilia Topuria, there'll be many people who will challenge you. Competition, whether you're an employee, whether you are a businessman, there'll always be new challenges. There'll always be new competition. There'll always be people who'd want your money, your position, your power, your wealth, your status, what you have. And nobody knows whether you will succeed or they will succeed. Like even now, nobody knows whether this guy will succeed or that guy will succeed. And there's no such thing as, oh, he's a good guy, he's a bad guy, so he will lose. There are so many times where the bad guys actually won. The good guy has lost. The family man has lost. And there are sometimes, like the feel-good fairy tale where the good guy with a good character who came from nothing, he succeeds. At the same time, there are those who started from abject poverty and still they can't make it. So why am I sharing this with you is I want you to think and evaluate. Ask yourself, who do you think would win? And why? And why not? And the biggest one of all, maybe you're wrong. I personally, I would want Alexander to win. Why? Because maybe because I'm old, he's old, he's 35, he's an older fighter, he has a family, he has children. I see him as a responsible, mature competitor who has proved his worth. But then again, even though this young man is cocky and all that, maybe he has the right tools and techniques to defeat this guy, because sometimes there is a fighter who has your number and he is the one who's meant to make you lose. And we have seen this in the fighting game. So I wanted to share this perspective with you, and I'm very interested to know, who do you think would win? Watch the documentary, and if you do watch, let me know who you think would win and why. And yes, if not these fighters, give me your perspective about what I've shared, about the old and experienced versus the young and ambitious. It's unbelievable, huh? The psychological warfare that goes on between both. Anyway, being a competitor myself, being someone who practices mind games, who loves the art of psychological warfare and all that, this was really something it's a subject I'm very interested in. And every fighter who comes, I love to study the build-up and love to see the results of what happens in the end. And I'll tell you, sometimes it really blows your mind off when the results come out. 17th is the fight. So this coming Sunday. So like they say, place your bets. I'm not a gambling guy, but my gut feeling is Alexander will win. Let me know, who do you think would win? All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.